Snow actually extends back to our west. And I want to show you this view because you can see sort of the two pieces of the puzzle we're working with here. Here's that low pressure winding up along the coast, and this disturbance is kind of coming around the bend, putting us right here in this zone where everything is kind of going according to plan, at least so far, with visibility down to about zero in Blairsville. It is not much better in Gainesville. These numbers will fluctuate throughout the day, as will the snow. So we're still going to hold steady on this forecast. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I know it's human nature to kind of focus in on the highest number on the map and assume that's what you're going to get in your neighborhood. It will vary a lot from one location to the next. So this is a dusting up to 2 inches of rain and roughly an inch or more right through the Atlanta area, with higher amounts to the east and especially to the northeast. So as we continue to track this, we've got some more updates coming your way in a few minutes. Ron and Elise.
More areas getting snow now. All right, Joanne, thank you so much. Now let's check the conditions there in Athens.
Yeah, which apparently things have changed since we last met up with.
Oh my, you have changed big time. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, I've been pretty bummed because I've been here live in Athens since 3:45 this morning, and for the last 7 hours, there has not been any such snow. Well, ask and you shall receive. The snow is finally coming down here on Broad Street in downtown Athens. I've got a shovel in my hand to give you a little bit of a visual for what we've got right now. We showed you just a little bit of the ice from earlier from last week. It is very, very thick right now as the snow is coming down, sort of blending together with that ice, but we're seeing a lot more cars kind of driving around. The icy conditions on the roads themselves aren't that bad, but as many folks here in the state know, right here in Athens, the University of Georgia, the streets can be tricky with the amount of hills that are out here. Of course, the roads are very wet right now, but it looks like the ice really hasn't taken full effect as of yet. The University of Georgia has already taken some precautionary measures as far as what's going on today on campus. The men's basketball game against Texas A&M set to still take place at 1 p.m. tip-off at Stegman Coliseum. So hopefully the Dogs get the win, and hopefully students, faculty, whoever is in town is safe watching the Dogs this afternoon. But I think I'm just happy right now, guys. I've just been waiting for snow to happen. I didn't even know if it was going to happen at this point. We've been watching the forecast. Seems like everywhere else in this state has had snow except Athens, but looks like it finally happened. How about that?
It went from 0 to 100 real quick.
It did, yes.
That's wild.
Miles, thank you so much. Now let's check in with Good Day's Angelique Proctor. She's in Commerce.
Okay, and you know what, Angelique? It may be a tough act to follow.
It's going to be hard to do that.
Right, it's coming down where Miles is. All right, we don't have Angelique, so I think we might try to check in with her in just a little bit. But we do have Eli Jordan. Yep. He is driving north of Cumming.
All right, Eli, what are you seeing now? Okay, no, Eli's not there. All right, well, we'll get to him sooner or later.
We'll get to him.
Okay.
We're going to take a pause.
All right, hold on.
Do
we have Eli?
This is live TV, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. There's Eli.
Hi, guys.
All right, Eli, how's it looking?
Eli.
Hey, I was just on the Buford Highway off of 400, right where the Northside Hospital is. And it's a lot different. I'm heading south. It's a lot different than it is up north, but the snowfall is starting to get a little bit more intense. It's a little bit more vigorous. The snowflakes are smaller here.
That is heading. Now I'm going to switch it to this radar view because this will do a better job of picking up on even the lighter snow in surrounding spots, and it's pretty widespread, extends back into Alabama. The temperatures are critically important here, though, because this means that road conditions can go downhill fast, and they have where snow has been accumulating, but it's also just so bitterly cold out there with wind chills already into the single digits in some spots. Also be aware when the snow gets heavy, visibility is really reduced. It's only a mile in several locations in northeast Georgia. That's going to be something to be mindful of as it fluctuates throughout the day. We're going to still hold steady on storm total. This is not additional snow. This is accounting for what's already fallen and what will continue to fall, that our highest amounts will still line up to the east of Atlanta with lesser amounts back to the west. But there's a lot of ground to cover here, multiple pieces of the puzzle as we get through the next 36 hours. Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Alex Forbes and I will have another update for you coming up in a few minutes. Tom?
Alex? Gosh, we know how to keep you guys busy. Thank you, Joanne. We do want to check in on the latest wintry conditions in Dahlonega, where I don't know if you've been paying much attention, you guys, but it sounds like they've been having a lot of fun up there. Kevin Stewart is live.
Too much fun, Alex, for sure. The last time we spoke, about a half hour ago, I told you the snow was beginning to ease up. Well, it's picking back up again. It's been quite interesting experience. The projection here was 3 to 6 inches. I can tell you we definitely have 3 inches. Take a look at the roads here. You can see it's begun to get
roadways. You know, you'd think with an ice storm it would be worse last weekend. How treacherous are they? I mean, it looks like, from what I can see behind you, the plows have been through there, or at least cars are carving out some tracks on the road.
Yeah, there was a plow truck in our last live hit. We saw a truck for the first time come through, but this is primarily because we've had more traffic as the day has gone on. First thing this morning, probably 5 a.m., 5:30, we did have one guy come through here and revved up his engine, trying to make a whole lot of noise, try to get our attention, and unfortunately for him, he spun out and hit the curb and went onto the sidewalk. Fortunately, he was safe and was able to drive out of there, but definitely want to be careful when you drive on the road. Tom?
Looks like people are having a good time. The Norman Rockwell-esque scene happening behind you there in Dahlonega.
Courier and eyes.
Beats the ice, right?
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, thanks. Let's check in now with Kim Luffler, who is live for us in Blairsville this morning.
Oh, yeah, Kim. I saw you were making some snowmen earlier. Gosh, you've got a nice blanket behind you.
Several hours now. We're not seeing that fluffy snow that we saw a little bit earlier this morning, but you can still see the snow is coming.
We saw Kevin in Dahlonega, and we were able to see some of the asphalt there. So it's nice to just do a pulse check in each different locality. Kim, we appreciate it. Thank you. And speaking of a pulse check, let's check back in with Fox 5's Angelique Proctor, who's up in Commerce.
Yeah, Angelique, what are the conditions like where you are? Looks like the snow's coming down pretty good up there.
I'm very pleased with the snowfall. It's gotten to be quite beautiful. I got off to a slow start as I was looking at my colleagues, but things are really looking nice here now in Commerce. I want you to take a look. When my photographer and I arrived about Jackson County, which is growing 80,000 people now, hopefully everybody is staying safe and warm. Back to you in the studio.
All right, I tell you what, I want you to go down Broad, make a left on Main, and this is where you're... I'm just kidding, Angelique, but that is a lot of street names for one street rolling through Commerce.
Are you that dedicated that you would be out there in that snow? That you would be out there trying to get your taxes done?
Well, taxes don't wait for anything or anyone, including, apparently, Angelique, the snow. Maybe the restaurants are closed, but H&R Block is open?
They are doing a brisk business. When I tell you, the last gentleman I spoke with last hour had been in there, got his taxes done. I just saw a couple go in there, and I'm looking at all these cars. They're all going in there because the restaurant's closed. All the businesses are closed. We're here at Sanders Furniture. It's closed, and all of these places are closed, but H&R Block.
It's just not something I would do. So a round of applause for those people for being so dedicated. I'd be snuggled up with some hot chocolate and talking about this with family.
Absolutely.
But like Blairsville and Dahlonega, pretty scene behind you there in Commerce up I-85 up to the north and east. Angelique Proctor, thanks. Want to get out to Ray Arena now, who took the Fox 5 Storm Chaser up to Gainesville.
Yeah, Ray, let's see. How is it looking?
Well, it's looking like there's plenty of snowflakes out here. I just measured it a little bit with my thumb, and I can estimate that we've had about 2.5 inches of snow so far. Now, Tom, I know we're both from South Florida for a bit. This is what I've had to do. I've kind of had to like sweep across this entire thing
The technique
and grab
there.
it.
Love to see
but like
it.
when I hold it up close to that, it's like it like folds away in that. So you have to get a lot more snow than you think to be able to turn that snow, this powdery stuff, into what you see here.
Well, that's the unintimidating snow. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, we like the one-armed.
It's definitely what we like to see.
One-armed snowman with the little leaves as a hand, and we'll give you some time. We'll check back in with you to work on that, Ray. Thanks. Well, we've been getting a ton of videos and pictures coming in from all over the area.
Judea Murgy across the newsroom talking about a duck from Georgia named Jamal. What do you have for us this time?
Okay, so our viewers are hilarious. Let me set this up for you before you see it. Someone was showing us just how much ice has accumulated in Roswell. We wanted to see the measurements, and so they sent us this. You guys, I hope you get it. Shout out to